a hard day. Got a lot of situations worked, a lot of run, pass, 2 minutes, a lot of third down stuff. Got a lot of, hopefully, look at the film and try to get better and going from it. So, middle of spring and getting a little better. Just got to keep grinding. Questions?
More than halfway through, are you happy with the progress you made and doing things that you want to get done?
Yeah, we're getting things done. We just got to do them better.
Anything specifically that you feel like you need?
I think everything. I think consistency. I mean, you got to understand that what our kids of today. I'm talking about. I'm gonna give you a societal thing. Cause and effect. Because you do this is a circumstance. It's like because you have a missed assignment on first down is why you're in 2nd and 10. And guess what? They get the blitz. All of a sudden now I get hit. Now the ball goes up in the air. Or on defense, if I have a missed assignment and give up a 2nd and 1 and they play action and throw a bomb for a touchdown when they got a waist down, I mean, we don't, well, it's just one. No, it is because of what you did here affects what you do here. And you can't, and I think cause and effect, it's amazing how kids today don't grasp that. I'm not talking about, I mean in anything in life. That's just I think it's a generational thing because everybody gets a trophy. Everybody gets a pat on the back. Everybody, you can't whip them in school. They can't be wrong. They can't. Well, if Johnny didn't do a class, the teacher didn't teach him right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the world we live in, and it's funny. I mean, and teaching that out here, it's a fact. I'm just offensive defense. That's what frustrates me with both sides. Understand when this happens, that causes this. That's why you had an avalanche. If you'd have closed the door, the horse wouldn't have got out. You wouldn't have to chase him around the field for 8 hours. You know what I mean? It's great that you chased him around, but why did I have to if I just shut the door? And I think that's what's hard to get young guys to understand. That every play, the effect of that play has an effect on the next play. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're trying to teach them with all the different situations and down and distance and how you don't. If you don't put yourself in bad situations, bad things don't happen to you. If you do it continually, even though you get out of it, that's great. Occasionally, you got to do that. I mean, that's ball. But if you do it over and over and over again, bad stuff gonna happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's just that's the thing with these guys and keeping the mental focus to be able to do it every play. And I think that's the issue. Well, that's championship football. We're either gonna do it or we won't, and we're not there.
After watching the film, what did you think of the first scrimmage?
Okay, I mean, I wasn't displeased with the first scrimmage. Again, a little bit of that same thing I just said. You know, cause and effect things. We saw a lot of young guys the first time get out there and do some nice things. And then not be consistent, but the physicality was there. We tackled okay. We ran the ball well, threw it, caught it, decent. I mean, it was good and bad both ways. I was not disappointed in this scrimmage.
Who are some young guys that are maybe kind of starting to understand, at least show glimpses of that cause?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Kevin Cook should be emerging even more as a leader. How has he stepped up this spring? What does that mean?
Well, he's been more vocal. And he started doing that at the end of last year, and that's something. I mean, I don't want to force him because you can't tell a guy to do something he's not used to, but he's becoming more natural at doing a really good job at it.
How's Bobo doing out there?
But it was great to see him back. He made a couple plays today, caught the ball, and moved well, and I was very encouraged and really helped us because we're banged up a lot out. It was great to see him out there.
Did he get back a little bit earlier than you expected?
Yeah, he's getting a little faster. He's healed good, and we got to be careful, make sure we do it. But they're saying everything's good.
Has Leonard got a little time at guard, Coach?
Guard and tackle, moving them both. Just trying to get the best 5. We got to find the best 5 players and the best 5 combination of players. And it may be a left guard, maybe somebody else left. We got to find the best 5 combos. We got to find. Everybody talks about depth. We got to find the first 11 first on each side, and then make sure the good players are doing it right. Then go down to the other guys. We're just trying different combinations right now.
Is this the time for that spring to cross train or probably?
You got to do it in the fall too. You got to do it all the time because of injuries. But just seeing because he hadn't never played the guard, let's see what he can do in there.
Has Bobo's return brought any kind of change to the wide receivers as a whole?
Gives them their legs. Gives them one more guy getting reps. Not as tired.
George back also?
Yeah, George got. No, he wasn't in contact, but he got to do all the drills. Had a blue jersey, so he got to catch balls and all that.
Your take on Trey Marshall after having an injury last year?
He looked really good. I mean, as far as his physicality, about being healthy and that type of stuff, that's really good. I'm sorry. Actually good. They said it was no tears and no surgeries, and I thought it was good. But then I saw him walking around today, looked a lot better. So I don't know if he'll be able to practice. They said he'd probably be out the rest of the spring. He moved around walking today a lot better. So we'll see. Yeah, it's neat. Allergies.
What's it like having Dion here today?
It was great. I mean, it was great. He came in and he was Jalen. We talked in the office, and And when like he said, he was very proud that the way the program's come back, and proud again. And also when he's out there in these camps, he's hearing all these kids come up and say, I'm going to Florida State again, hearing that name again and those types of things is really good. But him just being there in the presence. And, this is, when that class came in, was one of the classes that flipped this thing around. When the 87 class started, and that's what I told our guys. He spoke to our team, and we told him, I had him speak to him about, expectations and what you're here for, and having a purpose and driving, and, and how one class and one group, they set a standard, and they kept that standard going. And then, that's to me the classes that built Florida State that on that time. And just reminding them of that legacy and what it meant. But also that he was a great player. But why was he a great player? Like Mickey Andrews said, he was as good a practice player as he ever had. And that, you see all the prime time and the glitter and the glant. There was a reason he had that confidence, because he had prepared to do it. And he worked to do it. And I remind those guys, they think, well, just because Deion had all this ability. But he took that ability and applied it. And that was the message we was trying to get across. I mean, just because you have talent doesn't mean it. What are you here? What's your purpose?
During the portion we were at, you were pretty thin at defensive end. Were you guys moving anybody?
Yeah, we were sick. We had a couple guys sick too. Okay. But Torres was out, and one of our walk-on guys were out. No, we don't.
Lorenzo Featherston's been out.
His knee, physically. I don't know if he'll be able to come back. We'll be interested to see. Have to see.
Career-wise, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, he's got we knew it, and it's been bothering him pretty bad, so we got to evaluate it.
Is any update with Margetti as far as the Tennessee's concerned?
No, this is going to be a while. We have to wait months.
When I'd asked Saturday, you said you wanted to look at the film as far as quarterbacks maybe separating themselves, differentiating themselves from each other.
No, they all do good, man. I mean, look, we're doing some good things. We threw the ball well, threw a lot of touchdowns, and make good decisions and run checks, and just operation things. I was pretty pleased with.
Listen, maybe would you look to move something over there?
No, I don't know. We'll look and see. I don't worry about it. We'll figure it out when we go.
How did Marquez White's surgery go? Is he out for the
he's good. He'll probably be out the rest of spring. May get out next week a little bit. We'll put him in contact. It's not just 3 or 4 week thing.
How does that adjust your cornerback rotation?
Well, you find out if he gets hurt, who's got to go where. I mean, some things those veteran guys, that who they are, and they've already got their establishment, about what the pecking order. But then, all right, he's hurt. Who's got to move over there? Who's got to take that responsibility? It's good to see that too.
But Deion, is it valuable for those guys to hear from a guy who's been where they're trying to go?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, and now, but that's what I was trying to understand. Not just that, but he was this, and Deion, because of the work and the plan he had when he came in here. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing we was trying to get across. That was no accident Deion's Deion. It's no accident Jameis is Jameis. It's no accident that Jalen Ramsey's Jalen Ramsey. It's no accident, you know what I'm saying? Those guys, there was a price paid for that, and you got to understand that. That was the big message we're trying to get across.
One more.
With the spring game in Orlando, does that change anything next week in terms of how you guys lead up to
No, we'll still practice the same way.
When will you go down there?
Friday. We'll bust down Friday and do it like a game. You know what I mean? We'll go stay at the hotel and go to a movie and do all those things. Have our meetings, that type of stuff. Just put them in that situation when we go down there next year and open up there.
Are you guys trying to do a scrimmage today, Saturday, or worry about the rain?
Yeah, if it says, I worry about if it's raining, if it's lightning, if it's real bad rain, we'll go inside. If it's just a little bit of rain, we'll stay out there. If it's lightning or any chance of that, we'll go inside. It's supposed to rain, unfortunately. We need to go. I wish we could get in the stadium. Good.